Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Dan. I invite you to stop the scroll here after work. It's about 5 minutes after 6 o'clock. So if you were sitting on our Facebook page at 6 o'clock waiting for this, I apologize. But if you're like me, most of you are kind of running around, getting ready for your evening routines. So here we are in the middle of a week. And I invite you to stop. Take a breath. And let's hear God's word together. Now, this reading from the book of Genesis comes from our readings for the upcoming Sunday. And it's something that I don't think is going to factor in a whole bunch to my sermon. I'm not planning on it right now. But it is something I think that is important and something for us to meditate on this evening. God said to Abraham, "As for Sarah, your wife, you shall not call her Sarai, but Sarah shall be her name. I will bless her, and moreover, I will give you a son by her. I will bless her, and she shall give rise to nations. Kings of peoples shall come from her." So God has renamed Abraham and Sarah. And God has renamed Sarai to Sarah. And what I wonder about tonight is, first of all, do you know what your name means? My name is Daniel, which means God is my judge. I know the names of our children, although they're less biblical than mine. But I wonder if you know what your name means. Well, as God's renaming Sarah, God is changing something in her life. And sometimes we fight that. We fight that renaming. We fight that reframing. We fight that change force in our life. That change force that is God. Because we like to cling to the old. But God called Abraham into a new identity. God called Sarah into a new identity. An identity that they didn't see yet. After Abraham heard this, he fell on his face and laughed. He says, "How can a child be born of a man who is 100-year-old, and can Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a child?" Like, they didn't get it. They didn't think this was going to happen. But God is changing things. And so as you think about who you are today, as you think about who you have been made to be, your name, and what goes along with that as you think about yourself, I invite you to be open to the possibility that God is at work in you. Maybe not giving you a new name, maybe. I don't know about that. But I know in each season we understand ourselves in the light of who God is and who we are in new ways. So receive this blessing. May the God who calls you by name work in you all that is good and give you peace in the changes of life. May you be open to the new thing that God is doing, and may you know that who you have been made to be is important and valuable in God's eyes and to the people around you. Blessings to you. Be well, and remember that God calls you by name. Have a good evening, or a good morning, whenever you find this video, and take care. See you later.